Hey everybody, the Super Vader 400 here, Douglas Blair Roberts, and of course the brown skin human, coming back at you with another video, and this time with another review, and this time this is the very first sitcom review I've done in a long time, and it's an old classic, and that is, as you can see by the title, the Steve Harvey Show, starring Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and keep forgetting the female's name, the late Merlin Santana, Merlin Santana, and many more. This is also remembering Merlin Santana, who of course the actor who portrayed Romeo, he passed away several months after this after this television series ended. This television series aired from 1996 to 2002. The links to watch the episodes will be in the description box below. The episodes you'll hear in the audio narration portion of this video are from Daily Motion, which has several of the episodes of Steve Harvey Show. The YouTube versions have been private. Sometimes they're available and sometimes they're not. I'm sick of waiting till they're available and I'm still waiting till they're available. Then next time they're unavailable again. So I just found the Daily Motion links, but I'll put the links to both channels in the description box below. With that being said, let's get this review started. This is my world, and we can do whatever we want if we put our minds to it. Ooh, you can! Yeah! The best things are in each other. This is part 2 of my review of the Steve Harvey Show, which I didn't say in part 1, but the Steve Harvey Show which aired from August 25th, 1996 to February 17th, 2002 is, in my opinion, not only one of the best sitcoms, but one of the best black Afro-American based sitcoms of all time. So much comedy, humor, adventure, and life lessons in this show, full of memorable, hilarious characters like Steve Harvey's character, Steve Hightower, Cedric the Entertainer, Cedric Robinson, and Cedric the Entertainer's best roles of all time was this television series. The late great Merlin Santana, who portrayed Romeo Santana in the show, who was taken from us way too soon. I already did a video on his death, and I will be talking about and paying tribute to him at the end of this video right here. And of course, William Lee Scott as Stanley Kusanagi, who portrayed the character Bullethead. Wendy Raquel Robinson portrayed Principal Regina Greer Maddox. Terry J. Vaughn portrayed Levita Alice Jenkins Robinson, who was entertaining but probably had to be the worst character on the show. And Tracy Villar portrayed Sophia Ortiz from 96 to 97. Nefta Perry portrayed Sarah from 96 to 97. and Ariana A. Johnson portrayed um, Aisha from 1997 to 1998, and Lori Beth Denberg, the librarian from All That and Vital Information, she portrayed Lydia Liz Guzman, one of the other better characters in the show. One of the other better characters in the show. Also guest starring were various popular stars such as Keenan and Kel Thompson as Vincent and Junior, the Lady of Rage portraying Coretta the Ox, um, so many more, like the singer and rapper, the singer Ted Riley also appeared on this show in one of the more memorable episodes. I saw this show in the late '90s and early 2000s. I rediscovered this show in the mid to late 2000s in reruns and saw it for the last time in 2011 before finally rediscovering the show here in before rediscovering the show on YouTube in 2020. Like I said, this is one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Of all the episodes I've seen episodes from seasons 1 to season 3. I like all the episodes. I can't pick a favorite. Some of the most memorable include the pilot where Steve Stephen Hightower, a funk legend gets a job as the new music, art, and drama teacher at Booker T. Washington High School, and he frequently has to deal with the street smart and suave Romeo Santana, portrayed by Merlin Santana, the his partner in crime and delinquent, um, um, what was his name again? Um, Stanley Bullethead Kusanagi, who they call Bullethead, and of course, in seasons 1 and 2, Tracy Villar, Sophia Ortiz, Neff, and Sarah, and and his best friend Cedric Entertainer, who's the coach there, and in episode 2 later his roommate, and Wendell Raquel Robinson's character, Principal Regina Grier Maddox, who in the pilot is later learned that before she became principal of the high school in her adolescent years, she was an overweight adolescent who Steve Hightower used to apparently tease and call her Piggy Carter in the show, even though her nickname is Peggy Carter in the show. And Lori Beth Denberg, Lydia Liz Guzman, she joins the cast in 1998 and stays for the remainder of the series. But like I said, going back to the plot, that's the plot of the show. That's the plot of the show. That's the plot of the show, and it features the misadventures of all these characters. Um, um, if I had to say the only things I didn't like, or the only things I don't like about this show are in every episode.
Will you go ahead and play that old Tide 6-4? Man, by the time you make a play, we're going to have a black president named Junebug.
The only thing I didn't like about this show was
Romeo's
love interest in every episode. In every season, it was like a different love interest in a different girlfriend. In season 1, he appears to have a on and off relationship with both Sophia Ortiz and later the character Sarah. Then later in the season, those two characters disappear from the show. And it's completely a new woman. Of course, I haven't seen the end of this series yet.
And I'm looking for Mr. Steve Hightower.
going back and
Look here, little girl.
the
If you a bill collector, I
Terry
ain't got no
J.
money.
Vaughn's character,
And if you selling
Levita
them Girl
Jenkins
Scout
character.
cookies,
I
I'm a
like her
diabetic.
character. She's pretty funny, but
And
she's
if you
so
got
many
Rockstar, I'm
negative
Juice.
stereotypes. She's so many negative stereotypes
trying to sell
of
anything. My
Afro-American
name is
females,
Ashley Hawkins.
ghetto African-American
I'm your
females
daughter.
in this show. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's just downright pathetic and embarrassing. Um, 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 what else about this show? So yeah, oh yeah, and then the other characters, Sophia Ortiz and Sarah. While they have their moments, they are also two negative stereotypes, and they just randomly disappear from the show. A common problem I have with sitcoms. A lot of the actors who you see at the beginning are never there towards the end. They're never consistent with the amount of kids who actually attend that
you might as well keep
school. Um, my favorite and best characters are Stephen Hightower, Cedric the Entertainer,
I dreamed I was sitting over there at the table,
Romeo
cooking your
Santana,
behind on some
Bullet
dominoes,
Head,
and this pretty little
Bullet
girl came
Head,
to the door and said,
Hi, Daddy.
Peggy Carter, and Peggy
Yeah,
Carter
you ain't no
and
dream, dog.
Lori Denberg's
break out your
character
home
are my
DNA kit.
all-time favorite characters. These characters made this show, especially the duo of Cedric and the duo and friendship of Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, Stephen Hightower, and Romeo Santana, and of course Bullet. And of course, Bullet Head. The misadventures they get in the show is still funny. I laugh my butt off every time I watch an episode. Like I said, I don't have a favorite episode. I pretty much liked every episode I've seen. Like I said, the most memorable ones include the pilot where Stephen Hightower becomes the new art teacher, drama, and music teacher at Booker T. Washington High, and he meets the cast episode 2 where he gets his check but can't keep his apartment on a teacher's salary, so he lets Cedric move in with him after comically refusing him numerous times in the episode. Also in this episode, he helps Bullet Head get a job at a dog feeding cage at a dog pound, so he can bail out his dog after he got arrested for trying to break into a dog pound and stealing his dog earlier in the show. I kind of hate how that plot just kind of disappeared with Bullet Head during the show. It's probably another thing I didn't like about this show. The episode we're watching now, where a woman comes in and pretends to be Steve Hightower's daughter, but it's all a scam, and she robs him, but later has second thoughts about it and comes to his classroom to give him a letter telling him where all his stolen stuff is, and Steve Harvey, and then she gives us the pity party, like, oh, maybe I would not have done something like this if I had a father. And Stephen Hightower gives her an awesome message saying there are some things, just because you brought my stuff back, that doesn't make everything right. There are some things you can't give back. I love that line. I hate forgiving people. Who knowingly do wrong and think replacing something alone or trying to make it up to someone will make everything better. Like I said, sometimes you can't make it better, and some things you just can't give back. What's his name? Then of course another funk bites the dust. Another funker bites the dust, where
you've been sticking them refrigerator magnets on your
Stephen Hightower's bandmate and manager dies, and Steve Harvey goes in a slump after his death, then later quits school, wanting something more in life, but later is convinced to return to school by his best friend Cedric, when Cedric reminds him that if you reach one student, if you teach and reach one student, you left your mark. You left your mark, and you made a difference, and that inspires Steve Harvey to come back to work. to come back to work, giving us a painful lesson that just because somebody else dies, while you definitely do need time off, that does not mean you should stop living. You should stop living and stop existing just because someone died. You gotta try to find a way to carry on, even though it's very hard. I have a hard time following this lesson in real life. What else about other episodes? Another funny episode includes the hall monitor episode where Peggy Carter gives Regina gives what's his face Romeo Santana Lori Denberg's job as hall monitor, much to Lori Denberg's dismay, who she takes the job real serious and thinks Romeo is not part of the job, and Romeo proves to be irresponsible. So the episode ends with all three of them becoming hall monitor after Stephen Hightower said giving them any power was stupid. So yeah, there was so many good episodes and so many awesome moments. I can't remember them all, but yeah, the Steve Harvey show.
The petting zoo?
The Steve Harvey show, one of the greatest shows and one of the greatest sitcoms ever. It was so much fun watching and reviewing this show for you right here. Now let's talk about Romeo Santana. Romeo Santana is the Tupac Shakur.
You know that girl is young enough
Tupac
to be
Shakur of the 2000s. This guy was an actor and rapper. You know, he's more known for his acting-based career. Acting-based career. Acting-based career. By the time he had died, he had left this work. He had multiple television appearances, including a few movies, a bunch of television appearances, with the most notable being The Cosby Show and his role right here with Romeo Santana. I even hear rumors that he was even considered for a Tupac bipoet. A Tupac Shakur bipoet, bipoet in the Resurrection movie, but sadly to say, this guy, I mean, he had his sights set on his own film about his buddies in prison, and had his sights set on writing and directing, but all of that came to an end.
I was just about to whip out my both tickets.
All of that came to an end when a woman. All that came to an end when a woman lied. When a woman lied to her to her boyfriends that she was seeing that Romeo Santana raped her. So those two guys went up to Romeo Santana and his childhood friend Brandon Quinn Adams. I think that was his name. And they immediately shot at the vehicle multiple times. Romeo Santana promised his friend that he would protect him. I saw this in the documentary with actors, that he would protect him and he would be his guardian angel, and tried to drive off, but the bullet struck him past his passenger and struck him in the head, killing him instantly. He's buried in Los Angeles. It's sad that such a young actor's life came to a tragic end, and he got really no attention. I didn't even know about it because I didn't watch the news back then. I was, unlike Tupac Shakur's, I was old enough to understand this guy's death, but I didn't watch the news back then. And I heard about it through Tommy Sotomayor's show. It once again sucks that no news or not much attention from the media, or anything. This guy's life was destroyed, and the woman who did it, she only got 10 years and is free now over a lie. The only justice that she now is HIV. What else about this stupid woman right here? I mean, what else about this guy? So yeah, that was Romeo. That was my tribute to Romeo Santana. This is forever one of my all-time favorite Stevie Harvey roles. He is just hilarious. He's just hilarious and relatable in his sitcom. So
not only do I have the keys to his crib,
so that's it. I'm done. I'm done with this
but you know, it's kind of
review right here. If you want to hear the rest of the music, turn the video off right now.
No, I'm not helping out.
Got those dresses and RuPaul doing strippers to die to raw.